Hey guys, it's Jacob back again for another episode of this Crystal Palace career mode. We are currently uh, at episode 5. This is going to be our second game in the Barclays Premier League, and it's going to be a pretty damn big one because we're coming up against Arsenal. It is good news is it is at our home ground, but just because it's at our home ground doesn't mean we've got a guaranteed win against a team who deserves to be in the top 4 of the Barclays Premier League. Doesn't really matter, you know, which stadium that they're playing at. You know, it's pretty obvious that they come into this game favourites to win. Sorry about me skipping. I accidentally skipped the formations, but Arsenal came out with a full strength side. Sorry, no, not a full strength side. I believe Sanchez and Ozil were actually on the bench, but we actually had a pretty poor start considering we're only 8 minutes into the game. Arsenal put themselves in front, but we put them in front ourselves. We scored a pretty shocking own goal. I was a little bit disappointed that Speroni didn't actually make the save. Like, it went straight to him, but he decided to collapse on to his right, and I thought it was a little bit poor of him not being able to save a pretty poor shot, considering in my opinion, it wasn't the best of shots. But we actually go from kickoff. We do a little bit of good play, and Kabai has a pretty good, pretty decent shot from outside the box. Ospina was struggling. He didn't really see too much of the ball until the very end, so he had to make a good reaction save from this resulting corner. I tried to play a triple tap square to punch just on the outside of the box, but actually went to the play that Walcott was marking. A little bit unfortunate there. Now Arsenal do come forward here. Welbeck misses the chance, but I come in stupidly. Come in stupidly by doing a slide tackle. Unfortunately, we do concede a pretty terrible free kick in a very dangerous position. But luckily, Cazorla isn't up for the task and did not or wasn't able to put it away nicely into the top corner to beat Julian Speroni. We do come up here on the half an hour. Mark Emre Can beats a couple of players. Sacco is given enough room to turn, and fortunate for us, no one from the Arsenal team came to stop Sacco from winning the second ball. Sacco was just left alone, and he was able to header that one in. Ospina should be pretty disappointed, and I'll go with him. Like, he should be very disappointed as a keeper because no one actually helped him clear the ball, and now Arsenal actually they've actually conceded a goal. Now Crystal Palace, we've equalised 1-0, which is a pretty good thing because now the momentum's with us, and now we can go ahead and attack more. Considering that they've got their heads down, we can use this to our advantage. Yeah, we're in a pretty decent position right now. Scott Dan closing down Welbeck. I don't know how that's a foul, but it's apparently a foul for us. I actually thought it was a foul for them, but you know what? It was pretty decent. It was pretty good. But from that free kick, Scott Dan gives the ball to Kelly. Kelly just was really lazy and ran straight into Walcott, the fastest player in the game. And very fortunate for us, and thank God that he actually did put that away because we would have been in a lot of trouble there going into half time. 1-1 right now. Both teams have had the same amount of shots, but we've actually been more clinical when it came to shooting on target. We had all 3 shots on target, whereas Arsenal only had converted 1 out of their 3 chances on goal. Here we go. Arsenal coming straight from kickoff, trying to go forward, but we do win the ball. And a little bit of nice play. Punchin plays a lovely 1-2 with Connor Wickham. Punchin receives it back again. Plays a lovely through ball for Sacco, and Sacco has a massive chance here to put us 2-1 up, but you know what? He's only got 3-star weak foot, and most of the time I wasn't really expecting him to finish that. Very close though. Arsenal do pick up a free kick in our defensive half, trying to whip this into Koscielny. Koscielny, thank God, and luckily he actually put it wide of the post. A couple inches on the opposite side of the post that he wanted to get it to, and they didn't go up 2-1 there, which was a good thing. Emre Can does get himself a yellow card late on in the game, so with 10 minutes. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Delaney goes in for a terrible challenge. Luckily, or very lucky, only to get a yellow card because I actually thought he was sent off, considering he got none of the ball, and only got Koscielny. But here we've got Emre Can having a dig. I actually thought this went in, and I actually thought we had stolen all 3 points from Arsenal, but they do scramble the ball away, and they do come away with no goal. Or we do come away with no goal, no winning goal. And that's actually how the game ended. It ended 1-1. I was actually pretty happy with the score that we were given. But we actually, I reckon it was a pretty fair game. We did have an extra shot, but we didn't put any of our two chances in the second half on target. So even if we had a good chance, none of those shots were on target anyways. So we wouldn't have scored a goal anyway. Because both our shots were off target. So we're going to go straight into transfer business. John Brooks, we get an offer back saying that he wanted a better squad role, I think. Oh no, sorry, the transfer offer was accepted, of 9 million, I believe. We go in and give him 40k a week, 5 years as a crucial first team player. I don't know what James McCarthy's saying there, how he's relieved, but there's Matej Nastasic. He's accepted his contract offer, Tin Jedvaj. Because he loves living there. That obviously means you have to pay more money in order for him, that's if you want him to come to your team. I do offer him an important first team player, considering he's only got a squad rotation role at Bayer Leverkusen. I've only bumped it up by one stage, giving it important. But right here, you know what, I said enough is enough. I'm only going to go for Nastasic. 9 million gone, straight for Schalke, but we in return got a very, very quality player by the name of Nastasic. He's only 22 years old and he's 79 rated. I go ahead straight here. I only had my mindset was only my mind was only stuck to that one player, Nastasic, and you know what? I reckon he can be the turning point. Even if we never had Nastasic, in my opinion, we would have struggled. Considering Delaney is a pretty poor and slow defender. He's a very experienced player, but I'd like to have my players, especially centre backs, with a little bit of pace, at least 70 or above, because we do have wingers in this game like Walcott who can just run past players like Delaney really easily and then score an easy goal, which I won't really like. And someone in the last episode actually commented and said that I should be playing Ward. I didn't realise that Ward was a 76 rating. So I put him in the club straight away, and that's all I've got for this episode. Next episode will be most likely versus Aston Villa, as you can see here. Hoping we can get a win. Please subscribe, like it, and I'll see you guys later.